Alright guys, so here is the PowerFlex bushing for the 2014 and up Ford Fiesta STs. Now I could have spent $150 to $200 and bought like a Cobb mount or a CPE mount or something along those lines, but I'm going to show you why, in my personal opinion, this is better. As far as the PowerFlex bushing goes, all you have to do, this is the factory bushing that comes in it. So it literally took the shop about 10 minutes to press this out, or you can do it yourself if you wanted to at home. So you take this out of it, and then the PowerFlex bushing comes in this box. It comes with this bushing, the stainless steel inner piece, and it comes with 2 of these washers to put on the sides, and also comes with a little packet of grease, bushing grease, and directions. Now, in my personal opinion, these PowerFlex bushings are better. For one, they're made in the UK. As many of you know, the Ford Fiesta 1.6 liter EcoBoost engine is also made, designed, and imported from the UK. So it's kind of like having a JDM car and ordering parts from Japan, in my opinion. Also, as good as these companies are, like Cobb and CPE, if you look at the ratings for these PowerFlex bushings, whether it's for motor mounts or suspension, etc., they are top quality. It's not like energy suspension or something like that. These are very top quality bushings, and that's why they cost more than energy suspension, etc. This bushing right here was about $45. It cost me $20 to have a professional European performance shop press out the old one and put this one in, which was again about a 10-15 minute job for them to do. You can't do it at home. Now they also make this bushing also, and I'm going to tell you why I didn't get that bushing. There's actually a few reasons. For one, if you look at this bushing, it's a solid bushing. It's completely solid. Even the guy at the Performance European shop told me that you wouldn't barely get any kind of benefit, if anything at all, from replacing it with one of these PowerFlex or another aftermarket one. Now, if you look at the Cobb mount, CPE, stuff like that, these smaller bushings are a softer durometer anyways than these big ones. And one reason why I think this is better, if you look at the reviews, one thing that people say is they wish that this inner piece right here was more solid in like the Cobb mounts, etc. So if you look at the inner piece of the PowerFlex bushing, you see how much skinnier it is compared to this. So when you upgrade to a Cobb mount or something like that, you're not getting this really thick metal inner piece, which is gonna, in my opinion, work a lot better, especially considering this mount is gonna be solid whether you keep it factory or not. So when you upgrade, you're not gonna get that thick factory piece. Now if you look at the mount itself, I don't know if that's billet aluminum or stainless steel or what, but it's not just cheap stamped metal. That's very quality, whatever it is. It's not heavy, it's very quality as it is. On top of that, when you get these aftermarket mounts, almost all of them, but I think the Cobb is already on there. But for one, this piece isn't really built in. It's a spacer you put on there, which again, in my opinion, this is better for that. Another thing is this bracket, they want you to drill out to fit the other piece so it sticks on like that. What a lot of people do is they don't drill it out, and just like the spacer that just sits on this side that they put on the bolt, they just set this over it and then put the bolt over it. Now in my opinion, the factory has that like that for a reason. So again, even the Performance European shop that had nothing but Mercedes and BMWs and Porsches and racing, you know, track Porsches and stuff like that, they told me today that you would barely benefit, if you would benefit at all, from replacing this bushing. So I only replaced the bigger bushing. Again, in my opinion, I think this Duraflex bushing is going to be a lot better quality than the Cobb or the Boomba or the CPE. If you look them up online, they use top-notch materials. They have the highest reviews. So I'm not going to do an install video. You can look at those online. This is literally about a 15-minute installation. It's very easy. So again, if you don't want to spend $150, $200, you can do this, and in my opinion probably have a better and more solid and better fitting mount, because this is factory, than one of these ones that's going to cost you 3 or 4 times as much. This cost me total about $65 to do this. So that's my video. I couldn't find any other videos or pictures or anything. Especially, I did find a couple pictures of when the Fiesta first came out in 2014 of them doing these before Cobb and CP and everyone made their mounts, but they have since then updated this. If you look at the previous inserts, they weren't like this. This is a separate piece that goes in there, probably to keep the NVH down. So this is a separate piece. It didn't have this. It wasn't, it wasn't, you can tell they definitely upgraded it. So again, this is a PowerFlex bushing. If you wanted to, they do make this one as well. But in my opinion and the performance shop I went to, professional opinion, it's better to keep this in. If you do want to order one, the part number is PFF19-2001. This is the 30mm large bushing. They also have a harder durameter that comes in black color, but that says that it's mainly for racing applications, and I'm gonna guess that has a lot more NVH. The ratings I found for these ones that they made a few years ago said that there was no NVH at all. And like I said, they've since then updated these with the centerpiece and everything else and these ridges, so I'm assuming this is an even better mount. So that's the video. Just want to do a quick video. Again, if you want to look up an installation video, there's plenty of them online. It's one of the easiest things you can do. This mount is a Torg mount, or what you'd want to call it. The engine does not sit on it. You don't have to support the engine. You just take it off, pop the old bushing out, and you put this one in and you put the mount back on. Alright guys, that's it for this video.